A sandwich. So you grew up here in odd West Virginia your whole life.
You guys probably recognize this clip. After all, we have talked about it before, but in this video, I'm going to do a little bit of a longer breakdown and specifically talk about the family tree that led to this. This short clip was taken from a documentary, and it shows a man wearing a red shirt by the name of Ray Whittaker being interviewed. But during this interview process, instead of speaking, Ray just communicates through barks and grunts, and this is because he is from an extremely inbred family. The family is known as the Whittaker family. They're located in odd West Virginia, and many people widely refer to them as the most inbred family that is not royalty. Now, as of now, the exact location of the Whittaker family, of course, is confidential, and neighbors do a lot to make sure that the family is protected. If people try to go and communicate with them, usually you're not able to do so. But there have been a few people lucky enough to be able to document the Whittaker family's daily lifestyle and even be able to interview them. But one of the major issues that you guys already saw is that when these individuals are being interviewed, they do have a hard time communicating.
What's your favorite memory, Ray? Do you remember anything about your life?
When looking at their family tree, we can see that we start off with James and Lucy, who had two children, Eliza and Mary. And you'll notice that Eliza ended up marrying Thomas Whittaker. And this is where the incestuous family tree really starts taking shape, because both Thomas and Eliza had twins, John and Henry. Then they had kids, and those two kids got married, giving birth to a whole line known as the Whittaker family. All in all, Henry and John's children who got married ended up having 15 kids. However, many of them passed away at a very early age due to the fact that inbreeding can lead to a variety of genetic complications that are just simply not controllable. What's even more tragic is that apparently during the interviews that took place in this documentary, many of the family members didn't really have any knowledge as to where they came from, and when asked why their family had so many abnormalities, many of them didn't really know how to respond, not realizing that they were truly inbred. As for Ray, who is probably the most famous of the Whittaker family, it's assumed and hypothesized that he probably has some form of autism, which is why he's not able to speak, so essentially nonverbal autism. The other thing to consider here is that the Whittaker family is likely not the only inbred family that's like this in America. There are probably many other families that are in the backwoods that nobody even knows about because they haven't been found and interviewed yet. Regardless, I've seen a lot of comments poking fun at the Whittaker family, but in my opinion, I think it's very harsh to judge them because this life was thrust upon them. They can't choose their parents, and now they have to live with their conditions for the rest of their lives. So the major takeaway here, guys, is that inbreeding is very bad. As you can see, it has disastrous consequences for those involved, and they can't choose to be involved or not. As always, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and for those people who are out there helping the Whittaker family and making their lives a little bit easier, thank you. Not everybody would do that.